bringing up the plant medicine ceremonies again, but when I did those, I had this experience every time. Have had this experience of spontaneous mudras. So that's when your body goes into poses that are,
Really?
yes, and I can stop them if I want, but naturally my body will go
That's
into
like the sound formations with the
somatics.
with the plate and the sand. It's like the sound just goes.
yes, exactly.
You're giving form to that sound.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it always begins with my teeth chattering. That's how it begins, and then it'll move through my body.
Wow.
And then later, and this will go on for 8 hours, say, within a ceremony. And then my body will go into these mudras and different hand gestures and things like that. And the moment the music stops, the energy's it's just gone. And the same thing happened, it's happened once when I've been at my sister's sound bath, it's called. And the same thing will start to happen. Luckily, I'll sit up the back, and most people have got their eyes shut because I don't want to.
And they're like, she's crazy.
The crazy
I think she's
lady.
crazy. Wow. Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, and I feel that as a balancing. What I feel like it is doing is recalibrating energy centers in my body. So they're vibrating their way. At one point, I had my head like turning in incremental stages, like a clock sort of thing. And
That's different.
but it felt like a machine was recalibrating itself. And it wasn't scary in any way.
But
I haven't heard of this.
That brings back to a good point
Wow.
that, when we talk about someone's out of alignment or out of balance, you also wonder if it's a frequency thing too. Now,
Let's say everything's frequency, so it has to come from that sort
just
of
even
point.
pre-research for tonight, I hadn't realised this, but Leith knew this the minute I said it. I said, did you know there's a frequency for love? And he goes, yeah, there is. And he already knew this. But it makes sense because love is a vibration, and it is a more powerful sort of energy frequency when you can feel the receiving and giving of love. That becomes an unconditional sort of center. It's a particular frequency, and it's 528 hertz, isn't it? Which he told me.
Yep.
And it's beautiful that is a love frequency. So think about this. If we, rather than death metal, we have a 528 love frequency using a 7-string guitar tuned down to 528 hertz, the heavy metal guys will all fall in love.
They can hug, comb each other's hair.
Hug it out. Yeah.
But
It'll be light metal.
But
then.
it is fascinating stuff. It really is.
I think it's good stuff to get into. Now, we're getting close to wrapping up. It seems like Zeus is knocking on our door, if you can hear in the background. Zeus, a.k.a. the wrestling team, as we share the same building and they make a lot of noise.
They need more oil, don't they?
They do. Well, what we'll do is we'll tune down our guitars and to the 528. Is it 528?
528.
528. And when they don't realise, we'll
What's
just...
528?
It's the frequency.
The frequency.
Of
So what you can do is you can get all
love. Have
music.
you got that on
and-
your calibrator?
I'm trying to think of the guy who wrote the book who had the emotional sort of guidance scale, and it listed every emotion you could think of.
Oh, no, this is...
at a frequency.
It's Michael Hawkins and
That's
his
it.
kinesiology. It's called Truth versus Force.
That's it.
And in it, he talks about the resonance and the different frequencies of... Love is 500, if I remember.
Something like that, yeah.
500. So the highest frequency is 1,000. And so joy and compassion, etc. And then you go under a certain frequency and it comes down to fear, at the other end of the scale, anger, jealousy, so on. And you can actually get impulses from the body using kinesiology to get love at 500.
Okay.
Humanity, he measured at about 200.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Only 200.
Only 200. We've got a long way to... And when they say the rising of consciousness or the rising of love, that's the raising of frequency. So when we can raise the frequency of humanity, maybe to align with natural frequency. So there's a lot of people, unfortunately, probably in a lower frequency.
And I think that's when we'll hear the trees sing songs.
It's probably, and it comes back to the music of the spheres.
What
maybe.
about the ringing cedars? Anastasia.
I have another...
What do you know about that, Nathan?
I read about it.
Yeah. About these trees, this woman called Anastasia in Russia. There's a whole series of books. It's really out there. But I can't remember a lot of it, but it's these trees, the ringing cedars. So they actually...
They ring.
They
like
vibrate, and they're
Wow.
extremely healing. And But they're also kind of portals to other places.
Okay,
the
we're-
vibration of them.
okay.
I know this is a very simple
store.
simple word. Uni. Uni is one. Verse from a song. So in a way we have one song within the universe. The universe is one song. You know,
I like that.
Yeah. I know, I thought that was
The
really good too. I've got
You've
a
saved that up, haven't you?
I have. I
think
saved that up.
that's a good thing to leave
Finding
up on.
Yeah.
finding your own song, I think, is the key as well. Is
Correct.
everyone has their own song, and once you find that song, you find your way to your essence of being.
But then maybe if we're all connected, your song is just one note in the
In the harmony.
universe.
And the harmony, we're all in harmony.
And the song lines are our journeys.
Harmony.
In
to
the
find that.
multi universes.
I love it. Okay, so Leith, what's happening? How can people get in contact with you?
Okay, they can go to gongsoundmeditation.com.au. I hold Gong Meditations in West End on a Friday night and in Barden on a Tuesday night at 6:45. And sort of come along, relax, chill out, let go is the key.
Moksha.
Let go.
I like it. That
Moksha.
sounds good.
And they can contact me there. So I encourage, I do corporate wellness programs as well. So any workplaces that, with their executives that are very highly stressed, sound meditation helps them to... a lot of people find it difficult to meditate, and when you have gong and sound, it gives you something to focus on, and creates results pretty fast. And also do one-on-one healings. So if anyone wants something different, they can come and see me at the Gong Meditation.
I pulled a muscle in my back, so I'm coming to see you to gong that muscle right. Stupid muscle. And Angela,
Sort it out.
what's happening with? Can people hear you play music these days?
Yes.
Awesome.
I've got a band called the Angela Toohey Trio.
Awesome.
It took ages to come up with that name.
Oh,
But we're playing at the Newham Creek Festival
Oh,
and the
cool.
Mullaney
Okay.
Music Weekend and Redfest, which are all happening in the next month.
awesome.
And singing at Town Hall on Sunday.
Town Hall. That's
City Hall.
City Hall.
City
Okay.
Hall. And then the open mic that I run for original music artists, that's in West End on every Tuesday night, 6 till 9 grilled. And then I run another one the first Monday of every month, which is not original music. It's whatever music you want to play. That's at Yeronga RSL, 6
Oh,
till
cool.
9.
I like that. So you got a jam.
Yeah.
Jam night. Okay, and what's your website?
AngelaToohey.com.
AngelaToohey.com. Nathan, it's up to you. Find Sir.
Yes. I'm playing some bands around town.
Give him a plug.
The Stephen James Band every Sunday afternoon's a good one to come to at Fridays
Awesome.
Riverside. It's a great afternoon out overlooking the Story Bridge. 5-6 piece band, really in tune, really resonant, and come and say hi. And you can get me on nathanseiler.com. My last name's a bit tricky, Seiler.
I had that
So
one down
German
pat.
spelling?
So, although if Gemma comes back, it took me a while for me to not go Reagan. It's Regan. Sorry, Gemma, if you're listening. I understand now. Got in a little bit of trouble with that one. And fantastic and awesome. And if people want to get in touch to learn music from you, can they?
Yes, they can, yeah.
Awesome.
If they come onto my website, I teach music and I also do artist development and work with artists producing EPs and so forth.
Awesome. Fantastic. Get in touch with Nathan, guys. And Greg.
Well, I'm
Keeping in touch.
in a huge transition. Yeah, keeping
Okay.
in touch. I do have a website which is a WordPress, which is just gregdodgewordpress.com. And yes, I'll be doing more music in about a year.
The music started.
That's it.
So wonderful. You're going back into
I'm
music.
going back to music. and
Awesome.
I'm
That's what I like
talking
to
to
hear.
these guys about things. We'll be doing a lot of
Let's
things.
have a jam, Dig and bass.
We'll be back.
I'm going to play the
And
beard,
gong.
which is just singing stuff about beards.
We're all going to grow
And I'll
beards.
give the
Angela?
band a plug at the
I've
beards.
started.
Yep.
Yep, sweet. Okay, guys, you've been listening to the Conscious Wisdom Podcast. I'm Kris R. Anderson, your host. Please go onto our Facebook, Twitter. We'd love to hear your comments. If you've got any questions that you want to ask us, make sure you get in there and ask us those questions because we want to hear from you. Be a guest. Get in touch with either me or Greg. Be on the show because we want to hear from everybody. We've got lots of new topics coming up. If you want to actually get a topic on, please post it, and we'll try and get that one going for you. So also go to Late Night Media. That's where our stuff is. We've got it. You can listen to the podcast anytime. And thanks, guys, for listening. We'll catch you next week.